So we have that going on. Meanwhile, we also have this Tsarnaev mother who is working really hard on becoming the most hated woman in the world.
She's doing some work on that legwork.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Here's some of what she's saying about her precious little boys.
My son would never do this. My son, it's set up. He was controlled by FBI like for 5 years. They knew what my son was doing. They knew what actions and what the sites on the internet he was going. They used to come home. They used to come and talk to me. They used to tell me that that they are controlling his. They were telling me that he's a really a serious leader, and they are afraid of him.
Well, that's interesting because that brings up a whole separate issue. First of all, she's been saying that her boys had nothing to do with this and would never do this, and she was crying about it again yesterday.
Why did I even go there?
Why did she even come to America?
I thought America is gonna protect us, our kids. It's gonna be safe. For any reason, but it happened opposite.
The opposite happened.
America took my kids away from me.
America took her kids away from... No, America did not take your kids away from you. Your kids became radicalized and took other Americans' kids away from other Americans. And then as a result of that crime, they one of them lost their lives, and the other one hopefully will. It's always presented as if the Muslim extremists are the victims rather than the perpetrators. So here we go again. She is working hard on making this. First of all, she says they would never do anything like this. They never had these tendencies. We never had these terrorist discussions. And then she says the FBI knew about them for the last 3 years. Oh, okay. Well, you can't have it both ways. Either the guy, your son, was radicalized and you knew it because the FBI was telling you about it, or they would never do anything like this and you never talked about it.
Well,
which is it?
What you're missing there, Pat, obviously, is that the FBI came up with this idea a long time ago and started investigating him as a cover for this future marathon bombing that they knew they were going to do.
Okay.
I wish you would stop lying to the people about this very serious issue. It's funny because, look, we understand it's the kid's mom. I understand that she might not be the best source of information on the plausibility of their guilt. I mean, I get that she's a little biased, and you'd understand that to some degree with a grieving mother.
Yeah, but
however, what she's saying is so insane.
Yeah,
and so accusatory.
Yes,
that she is not winning any friends, and I don't see I think anybody's feeling bad for her. I mean, look at the other tragedies we've had. The mother who had nothing to do with it is rarely ever vilified by the United States. Most of the time, we feel really bad for them. I mean, you can't control you raise your kids the best you can. And they go out there and they do something horrible. You can't control it.
Columbine killers?
Yeah,
have we ever blamed the parents?
No. I mean,
not that I know of.
Nancy Lanza?
Yeah.
I mean, has she been vilified? I mean, maybe some by the left, but because she was a gun owner, God forbid. But certainly no one on the right has ever said that.
Right.
I mean, I don't...
and this lovely woman went on to tell CNN that the whole thing was a really big play with paint instead of blood. It's just... She's hideous.
Well, she's watching the same sites that her son
did.
Yeah,
who is also a conspiracy 9/11 truther believer. So it's really agonizing. And apparently both the mother and dad are on the way here, which will be very lovely when they arrive back on the shores of America. I wish they'd never come here, too.